I'm walking a tightrope. He's gonna pat me on the leg and shit. He patted me that bit with it.
Are you really want to say that?
Yeah, like I said, as long as I keep my
What you doing, Miss Fiona?
I keep my balance and shit, I'll be.
Wait, hold on, bro. Chill.
I'm walking a tightrope, nigga. Wow, immediately lost it.
What's going on, people? It's your boy SOULcast here with David Middleton and Young Prez, the Ghost. This is the SOULcast, episode number 9, I believe. How's everybody doing today? There's a topic I want to present to the two of you, and I kind of want to have a. What we're gonna do is we're gonna first do. I guess we're just gonna. Well, we won't watch the whole thing. We'll kind of watch and pause as it goes along. But I would like to get the two of you's opinion, your two opinions on this topic as a whole, and just to be sure, completely blind going in, right? The two of you have no idea what we're going to be speaking about. So this is great. This is cool. This is.
I like to say something. We're not wearing masks because COVID's a myth. Wow. And they lifted the mask.
Man, we live in a red state. We never really we not on lockdown like y'all blue state niggas. And here's another. I just want to say real quick before we even get to that. I'm tired of all you niggas coming from blue states, coming to red states because you guys are getting sick of the lockdowns that you voted for. Stop doing that. Stay in your states. Stay there. Joe Rogan. All these people moving to fucking Texas and shit. You voted for it. You told them to put you on lockdown, and after like a year, still being on lockdown. But what's going to happen? It's going to last 2 weeks. Oh, okay, 3 months. Oh, okay, to the end of the year. Okay, and then like a little bit longer than that. But the reality of the situation is that they're just going to kick the can down the road, move the goalposts, keep it going, and you're never going to get your freedoms back because you gave it up. Meanwhile, Republican states.
I'm not a Republican, but I do kind of understand the sentiment. I'm not a Republican per se. This is what I am.
I don't think anybody in here is a Republican. I'm more right-leaning than the two of you, 100%.
Yeah, I'm socially liberal and fiscally conservative.
See, I'm literally that, but we still differ.
Yeah,
we still differ. Like yeah, no problem. I'm definitely socially liberal and fiscally conservative like you are.
Yeah.
But that's because I hold the fundamental belief that I don't give a fuck what you do as long as you don't do it. As long as you
don't infringe on anybody else's rights.
And also, I don't want you asking for my money. But I'm still definitely more right-leaning than you are. Well, to be specific, what I literally am, you could define me as a libertarian, anarchist, capitalist.
I'm socially liberal, fiscally conservative, meaning socially liberal. I'm like, hey,
you're probably more of a classical liberal, though.
Yeah,
not like
niggas,
modern day,
like
safe space liberal.
Yeah, I'm not that nigga. I hate them niggas. I hate them niggas. Yeah. I'm more like, gay niggas want to be married? Okay.
Yeah, do what the fuck you want to do.
I don't care about
that's because I believe as a libertarian. I believe in freedom. I believe in all this stuff. So you don't do what the fuck you want to do.
Who made laws saying that two niggas can't get married? Nigga, what? Huh?
I never understood that.
That's too much.
Well,
that's
too much. That's too much
to be in your bedroom,
like
dog.
The two of you.
That's way too much.
The two of you are way more left leaning than I am. I think you're probably definitely left. You're probably more center left.
I'm not really political. I really don't give a shit. Honestly, I don't do.
I know you don't research or care about your own political affiliation, but just me knowing you and know who you are, you're probably
more center.
You're probably more center, but definitely center left. You're more left than you are right.
Yeah. Same goes for me. I'm super most people would
consider you more left than more center. Yeah, that could be not correct.
No, you're completely correct.
Yeah.
I agree with most of what Bill Maher says. The only thing
I'm right. I like Bill Maher.
I love Bill Maher.
I like Bill Maher, but I also like Ben Shapiro. I also like Stephen Crowder. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's because I'm not offended by people's opinions, which I think is a quality. I don't want to say unique, but mostly found on the right side.
I'm not gonna say I don't care about your opinions. I just want your
one guy who sits at the fucking bench at the colleges.
Stephen Crowder.
I love that guy.
Yeah. I
changed my mind, bitch.
Bro. Change your mind. No, but I'm saying because he actually brought up something that's really interesting. That the word culture matters. When you say somebody, when you perpetuate rape culture, I have never seen I have never seen a situation where any man has perpetuated.
Rape culture itself, by the definition of what the left says rape culture is, it can't possibly exist not in this fucking nation. Maybe we was living like some kind of Islamic nation or something.
No. If you said rape culture existed in Afghanistan, sure.
100%. But in America, where bare minimum, what's the minimum sentence? Is it like 7 years or something like that?
Minimum sentence for rape?
Yeah.
particularly if they can prove it,
Yeah.
you can be in that bitch for a good 10 years. Minimum.
On top of that, on the same culture, something I don't know if you feel like sharing, but you've been a victim of.
Yeah. Where a woman literally said that I did something, and before
no trial, no evidence, no nothing. It's just
I
out
was
of school,
arrested
in class.
I was dragged out of class. I was arrested and taken to a holding cell, and my parents had to come and get me. And that was before an investigation even started. Hell, they didn't. One of the reasons why
you were arrested before there was even an investigation.
I was arrested before.
That's a hell of a rape culture, isn't it?
No, I was arrested before my rights were read to me. That's one.
Was it Mirandized?
No, it wasn't Mirandized. That's the reason why we almost sued the EDP Independent School District.
You never shared that part with me. You wasn't Mirandized?
I wasn't Mirandized.
So it was off pure allegation.
Pure allegation.
Arrested.
Pure allegation. There was no evidence to substantiate. And then on top of that, I didn't even know the girl. It was my homeboy's girlfriend.
But you know what, though?
Oh, wait.
You know what it is? This is your fault.
Because you're a man.
Yeah, you're black. You're a man.
She said, well, she said a guy between the height of 5'1" and 6'8".
Nigga, that's a wide gap.
400 pounds.
Bro, you know how many black
men
are?
He had eyes, hair,
yeah,
maybe no hair.
Just
as everybody.
He's
definitely black. Nigga, you're coming with us.
Yeah, right?
No, she said either he had hair or he was shaved or he was bald.
That does not help. I am looking for a black
here's the real question.
Here's
the real question.
How
have you remained on the left all this time then?
Well, the question, the reason why I somehow remained on the left
because when it comes to finances, you have a lot of right leaning.
Nigga, get paid. Listen.
You support private property.
I support private property. I support.
Yeah.
I support anything that says the words "nigga get paid." I'm kind of for until I know what it is. Like if it's like get paid off of the debts of children. Nah, I'm not going with that. But if you say get paid, hey, if no one told you that you couldn't do that, you end up doing it and nobody paid attention. Hey, you got a couple million.
Well, you see, the funny thing about that is because I understand that there are every political. That's why I said I'm a libertarian anarchist capitalist. Because at the end of the day, I don't like government in general. I'd rather live with a capitalist government than the socialist or communist one. But even I understand the pitfalls of a capitalist government, like taking our jobs from this country to another country where they pay children 10 cents a week to do jobs that we
that's the type of shit I don't like.
Yeah, that's type
you know what it is? I don't like finding out how you made the money.
Right.
That's really where it is.
But I still want my PlayStations on my iPhone.
I do. Like if our PlayStation and iPhones were American-made properties, that's honestly what I would prefer.
Yeah, but the PlayStation is a Japanese product.
Yeah,
well, no, name that. The PlayStation is a Japanese product.
Bro, the PlayStation was PS5 was $500. How much would it cost from America? $1,200.
Well, first we would have to
iPhones, bro. iPhones.
Well, first and foremost, we would have to invent the PlayStation. We would have to invent game consoles in general. We didn't.
No.
The only game console we invented was the Xbox, and it was after we took the idea from the Japanese.
Yeah, we bought out Sega. Microsoft bought out Sega. That's the reason why the first controllers were made to look like. But
you know, with that being said, like, so I can understand the pitfalls of capitalism, why they have that negative aspect of taking stuff, because capitalism can basically be defined as maximum outcome, minimum effort.
Yeah.
So pay these people pennies on a dollar in Mexico and all these other countries and ship shit over here and sell it for a huge profit. But my problem when you go to like communist and socialist societies, my main problem was like, you know the main difference between capitalist and socialist society? This is the main difference. I'm gonna be hyperbolic here.
Yeah.
But let's say, okay, two societies, one capitalist, one socialist.
Yeah.
And let's you do the same thing in both societies. Let's say so you go out and you hunt 100 deer.
Yeah.
Or you catch 100 fish. I mean I know that's
I'm
kind of preposterous, but you know.
I'm trying.
So like you hunt 100 deer. And the capitalist society and you hunt all that deer, you load it up. You bring it back to your village.
Right.
In a capitalist society, you have three options. Really more than three, but three main options. You can keep it all for yourself and sell it for profit. You can give it away as charity. Or you can just hoard it and just say, this is mine. Fuck you. I did the labor. It all belongs to me. And I want to keep it all for myself. In a social society, you have one option. You would then hunt all that deer, bring it back, and then give it to the state. And then they will redistribute it based off what they deem as a fair amount for everybody to have. That applies to literally everything. So in a social society, we decide you don't need 15 pillows on your bed. I want to buy 15 pillows. No, everybody gets 3 pillows per household. I was like, time out.
I can understand that if it's a survival situation.
No, but see, socialism applies to everything.
Yeah.
And socialism is defined by the government owning all means of production and distribution of the nation's assets. Meaning, there's nothing private. You don't. The people don't own shit. It all belongs to the system, and the system decides who gets what based off what they deem to be fair. Basically, equity. I think equity is fucking evil. I think equality is fine. I think equity is evil. I think by nature, I think equity is evil. Because first off, here's the question: who do you know? Because I know it's not yourself. I know it's not him. I know it's not me. But who do you know that you can put in charge of everything? Because they're so logically sound or whatever that they can decide what everybody needs and doesn't need. How much water everybody should have. How many pillows everybody should have on their bed. How much food everybody should have. If I want to go buy 15 Big Macs and eat them, I can do that in the capitalist society. You can't do that in a social society. You know, do I need to? No, but I can. If I have the means to do it, if I have the capital to do it, I can. That's my right. That's my decision. That's my freedom. There is no freedom in a socialist or communist society.
Yeah, well, I guess the problem with I'm with you. I would much rather have too many freedoms than to have too little freedom. I agree with that, 125%. The problem is what I don't want is people infringing on other people's freedoms. Your freedom ends.
But it's not possible in a capitalist society.
Yeah,
I mean, because the only reason why we go to these other nations and do this is because their government lets us do it.
Yeah.
So we're not doing anything.
No, I get that. No, this is what I mean by that. It's more. This is kind of going a little bit off your subject, but this is what I mean. You have a right to be anything you want to be. Soul has a right to be anything he wants to be on Soul's Square.
Yeah. This is a SOULcast, by the way.
Yeah, you cannot then tell Soul cannot then tell me, David Bennington, that I have to be like Soul.
No.
The moment that it happens, you have now infringed upon my right to be David.
Right. But I can ask David Bennington to, while he's within the medium produced by Soul, i.e. the SOULcast, to follow the rules of said SOULcast. Like if me and Young Prez, the Ghost, the Weed Smoking Fornicators, is making the song, and I told him, hey, write me 32 bars. He come back with 72. I was like, bro, I said 32 bars. If you want to write 72 bars, you make your own damn song and write 72 bars.
I would then. Well, then let's assume he wrote 72 bars. Well, then we'll take the best 32 out.
That's not how verses work, though, because those 72 could be straight flames.
That's true.
And you'll be like, and I'm like, okay, and if you gave me 72, actually for 32 bars, you gave me 72, and I take out every other bar and put it together, how would that verse sound?
It'd still probably be fire.
So
but it wouldn't be as fire as it's supposed to be because shit's stacked a certain way.
Matter of fact,
I mean, as a person who raps, you ever find yourself writing something and then you get to the end, like you're like 14 bars, you're trying to push out a 16, you're like, yeah. And you thinking like 3 hot bars, but you gotta take it and put them back. Come back in the verse.
Figure out where in the verse.
Yeah, you gotta put it so it still flows.
You gotta just sing it.
I gotta put that in a different song.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna get to this topic because that was actually a nice little kind of like hey. This is why I appreciate. Hold on, I just want to say one first and foremost: freedom in society. Your opinions are your opinions. Your beliefs are your beliefs. Nobody's going to infringe on that. That's not what I believe. That's not what people who are even more right than I do believe. I don't care what you believe as long as you don't have a discussion on it. The second you try to attack me and label me with all your isms, misogynism, sexism, racism, this and that, so because you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's when
I particularly the one that pinches my nerve is misogyny and chauvinism because I go out my way to actually give a.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with chauvinism. Hold on. Chauvinism. James Bond is a chauvinist.
Barney from How I Met Your Mother is a chauvinist.
He
is the definition of the chauvinist.
Would you say Barney is misogynist? No. Chauvinist? Yes. The problem is some people use words and don't know what the fuck they mean.
Yeah. I know. I'm saying that I'm more like Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. He's not chauvinist or misogynist.
Family man.
He's family dude. Yeah. I'm more that route.
Yeah.
I ain't anywhere else.
I'm not saying I'm chauvinistic, but I don't think there's something wrong. Because first off, if you were a guy who actually can not want to be, if you're a guy you can be chauvinistic,
and you can pull it off and pull off the success of it,
that means women are letting you be chauvinistic. That means they're letting you do
they're
it.
receptive.
You cannot be a guy and just decide, well, I'm just gonna be a chauvinist one day. No, you can't just be a lady killer because you feel like it. You have to actually be a lady killer.
That's being you. Because if it ain't in you, it just looks corny and wacky. That's actually no.
And then that leaves you alone. And
whack niggas who aren't the things that they're trying to be is what allow women to call them these. Women to give you these labels. No one has ever called James Bond a chauvinist. You want to know why? Because he's actually good at chauvinism.
He's good.
You know who's bad at chauvinism? Michael Scott from The Office.
Yes. Yeah, he tries so hard to be a chauvinist. It comes off as awkward, corny. He's like, bro, I think I might put a sexual harassment case.
Right, exactly.
But,
no one has
but when James Bond comes up to you and takes your drink and takes the olive out of it and then licks your neck, and it's like, oh, James, you as a female are letting him do that.
Oh,
you're letting him do it because you want him to do it because he's good at what he does. Take this one, take the other one. I'm not necessarily sure, but like,
which other one stack more? But it's really a matter of how good you are at the thing you're trying to do.
Right.
You grab that off the ground.
Just sit right there. Yeah, well, okay, so we're about to get into this.
You're bad at it.
Opinion on gen players. Listen. Hold on. I'm just gonna say I want to get to my topic, but I will say this specifically in Tekken 7. Jin is a very hard character to use, but he's cheap as all hell. But if you can use him cheaply, you deserve to win because it's not easy to pick up. I picked up Jin a little while ago. I'm still practicing with him. It's hard to play with Jin. He has a lot of execution that goes behind his character. He's not so flowcharty. It's not like you're playing with fucking Brian. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing with Jin and you dominate and you good, yeah, his 50-50 hell sweep electric, whatever overhead mix up, yeah, it could come up with some cheap shit. But if you could pull that shit off consistently, if you could do the whole Mishima wave dash flow chart and you're winning with it, then like you deserve that victory, bro. It's one thing to play with a character who's cheap as hell but easy to use. Jin is no one can ever say Jin is easy to use. Jin is not easy to use. I respect Jin players. I'm still learning Jin. I'm nowhere near good.
I don't respect any players. Hate them niggas.
No. Let me see. Paul's, Brian's.
I want Brian play. Hold up.
Online laws. Online laws. Fraudulent laws.
I put the word.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Fraudulent laws. Hate them niggas.
Not people who are actually trying to learn how to play the character. People just doing their flow chart and they're just gonna go under and just do this and just fraudulent laws.
Eddie players, all of you. I hate you.
Yeah. But I eat Eddie players for lunch. I love it. Give me all your Eddies. I'm gonna bite the fuck out of all you.
I hate all you Eddie players. I fucking hate you.
So here's what we're about to do here.
This video looks upside down.
It's cool. All right, just to make sure. Mr. Bennington, slide to the side a little bit. Okay.
I'm gonna shake you water.
Okay.
I probably told you.
Water train in this bitch.
You gonna be good?
The C train. Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay. All right, guys. Now we're about to get into this. I want to show you guys this video. So with that being said, please enjoy. I will pause accordingly and we will watch based off that. Let me just make sure. Okay, it's still in frame. Everything. Are we still in frame? Everything.
So you say, is any weapons on you?
No. So
you say we were Sophie the whole time?
This is some guy named EDP 445. I believe EDP stands for Eat That Pussy.
Wait, who's the EDP? Is that the white guy or black guy?
Black guy. EDP 445. I don't follow his content. I'm not familiar with him. I think I've seen some memes on him. I think he's mostly known for commentating on football and stuff like that.
Right,
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not familiar with the dude and his content, but I do know this is the second or third time something like this has happened to him. But it's the first time something has been definitively proven. The other times he kind of dismissed it and was like, "Oh, someone's trying to troll me or catfish me," but they're kind of these people. Now I will say I have some type of issue with this approach, not necessarily with issue that the fact that it's been brought to light because that's important, but it's not so much like a Dateline type of thing where they use we'll see what Chris has to do on Dateline. He would use bait. He would go to known websites and stuff where like pedophiles and predators were known to lurk and look for people and stuff, and he would use bait to draw them out. So they're already committing action. These people went to EDP.
I got it. I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Hold on for a moment.
But I'll just keep it playing. These people went to EDP on his Instagram, and they went to him, and then they approached him under the guise of being this 13-year-old. Oh, let me see if you're still in frame.
Right. We're still.
Come a little bit closer. A little bit closer. They came to EDP. So EDP wasn't. He was still caught in 4K, but they came to him and they basically set him up. Now it's good that this was exposed, but it's not so much like I said, where it's where he was out looking for it.
Yeah.
They presented it to him.
Tracking.
Yeah.
Like y'all baited him is rather. I get you.
Yeah. Now that I'm not necessarily fond of.
With that being said, he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, that's not a defense of him.
Yeah.
It's just the method in which you go about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How you do something is just as important as to the outcome of it.
Tracking. All right, let's go.
Okay. So if you want this to go well, I recommend you have a talk with us. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's have a talk. Let's go have a talk. How about on that bench right there? Okay. Okay. Let's go have a seat. All right. Right here? Yeah, we can just sit right here on this curb right here.
Okay, cool. I will say I've watched some of EDP's content recently in research for this stuff. He has a very bombastic personality. He's loud and he does a lot of roast videos and stuff like that. And he's very brash. And right now his demeanor is so calm, passive, subdued, compliant.
Yeah.
So it kind of shows that I think he knows he fucked up basically. But
what's up, man? What's up? No fist? Okay. No fist bump? I don't fist bump people like you, man.
Okay. So before we get into any of the messages right here, I have 84 messages.
Okay.
So we have you talking to Sophie, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay. Sophie is how old? Before, and again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she?
13.
13. Okay. And before we get into the messages, there was sexual content involved, yes or no?
Right.
And you said
correct.
Okay. All right. So again, what brings you out here today?
Well, I was coming out here to
Glasses off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home. There was,
who believes that?
What the fuck?
I just real quick, who believes
What the fuck is going on?
that?
Juicy Smouillet. Juicy Smouillet. Juicy Smouillet.
I'm confused. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, based off of his overall stature, I wouldn't completely rule it out. Maybe he was gonna get a cupcake. Maybe that's his code word for it. But I
think the only cupcake he was looking at was this.
what the fuck? I came out here to get a cupcake and go home.
There was a waste.
You know what? The thing is, bro, what I found out was it doesn't matter if you're telling the truth or lying. If you clear your throat, before you say anything, it sounds like a lie.
Yeah.
I am black. It just sounds like a lie. I'm clearly black. You can see this. I came to get a cupcake. What the fuck?
Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I didn't
Nothing.
shit up to school. Well, all right. You immediately get checked.
that was want to be sexual involved because I'm not
I
like
gotta hit that line.
nothing. And then go back home. Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home. There was, nothing that was want to be sexual involved because I'm not like that. Well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was all that was going to happen.
Oh, okay. So you should title a video instead of your video almost threw hands with a 13-year-old. You should title your video almost hands with a 13-year-old. I think that'll get a lot of hits, EDP.
I think so.
Yeah. So this is
to me, that is unnecessary to the topic at hand. If you're trying to expose this dude for being a potential predator or something like that, insulting him is almost unnecessary to a certain extent. Am I alone in that belief, or?
I agree with you, but then I don't, because
I will make fun of him.
I
will make fun of him.
my thing is the type of person I am is like.
Well, but why are you doing this though? Are you
Why?
doing this to create a funny video, or are you doing this to bring awareness or something?
That's true. If the overall topic should be that of a serious one because you think there's a pedophile out here who's potentially like preying upon 13-year-olds, and you should take it seriously. and he's
I
kind
might
of making a joke out of it. But I don't think that diminishes the case of the point.
No. Fuck EDP. I think we all aye.
Yeah.
But on that note, that's not the approach.
It is kind of how do you say
Yeah, como se dice, it's very mean spirited.
That's not the word I was thinking of, but yes,
I get it.
I'm not as articulate as you guys are, so I don't have a big vocabulary. But there's a word in my head that I'm thinking of. It's very
kind of bougie.
For me,
that too. It's just like what the fuck is the word?
Like for me,
sorry guys. I'm not that. My vocabulary. I'm working on it.
I get both of you guys. I would just accidentally make fun of it because the situation just sounds hilarious. Thinking you can't get listen, you deserve to be roasted off of the excuse. Not even the fact that you would about to. I would prefer it if you just say, man. So I heard that she was fine, bro. Like if you had just owned it, it would have been different.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
You texting all this, correct? This is your Instagram, yes or no? Right. Okay. All right. So again, this is you texting. I think that'll get a lot of hits, EDP.
I think so.
Yeah. So this is you texting all this, correct? This is your Instagram, yes or no?
Right.
Okay. All right. So again, what made you start this conversation with this said 13-year-old? You said what you're doing right here, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, she messaged me, right?
So the first thing I'm gonna say that that's what you were leading the witness.
Yeah,
they asked him what made you start this conversation, and she just clarified, I actually didn't start the conversation. She said that this alleged 13-year-old messaged me first.
Yeah. Right.
So you're coming forward with not so much facts, but more so a narrative.
Yeah, you're creating a narrative for this to happen.
So I just want to clarify, not to defend the dude, but like the fact is, you came to him to set him up because you had suspicions and stuff, but he did not seek out this alleged 13-year-old girl that does not exist.
Now, with that being said, what it does prove is a pattern of behavior. He doesn't mind talking to 13-year-old girls this way. That's really the narrative.
I mean, he pretty much admitted that at the beginning by saying, "So you had conversations with 13-year-old?" Yes.
Yeah,
it was a sexual conversation.
And he's not. He's been a hella compliant.
Yeah.
He's been hella compliant.
I'm really confused at who these people are.
These are YouTubers who.
Why didn't he just leave?
I didn't. That's
like,
I think at this point, this is what you would call an attempt to save face, to some extent.
But why did he? But for me, it's like it's not like these people.
They're not authorities. They're not military.
But regardless if you leave or you stay, this will be on the internet, and they have proof that you allegedly tried to meet up with a 13-year-old.
I mean, yeah, but they would just at that point he would just have to deny it. But
you can deny it. Then on top of that, let's assume that this is a case. Let's assume that this goes to court. This is substantial. This is circumstantial evidence at best.
Instagram messages?
Circumstantial at best.
That shit gets hacked all the time. Somebody hacks my account. That's all you got to say.
Well, see, EDP, you should have walked away. Or
bro, like I'm saying that.
I mean, I'm not advocating, trying to get away with pedophilia, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying that.
But you are right. He's being very compliant.
Yeah, he is being very compliant. But I'm saying that in the court of law, almost everything here, circumstantial evidence.
Interesting. Let's keep it going.
There's no hard evidence linking him to a 13-year-old girl
because they didn't have the 13-year-old girl.
Doesn't exist. That's why Chris Hansen used actual bait.
Yeah,
he would have them come to location to actually meet the child.
Hell, even Pretty Boy Fredo uses actual bait.
Yeah.
He have his sister or somebody in the hotel room.
But see that you can outright improve intent. Like so Chris Hansen, we would have them actually meet the child first. Be like, I'm gonna go here and take a shower or whatever, and then come back with some cookies and shit. And they'll sit there on the couch, and then Chris Hansen will come out. Because at this point, there's nothing you can say about it.
Yeah.
He met these people, and they even said, no, we were that 13-year-old he was talking to. So that 13-year-old doesn't even fucking exist.
So that's just entrapment. That's worse. Nigga, the whole case gets thrown out in the court of law. That's entrapment.
Let's keep it rolling.
And she messaged me, and I'm not going to lie to you, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes, person feels lonely and stuff, and they want the interaction.
Okay, hold on. I took offense to that statement. Listen, soul speaking right now. Hold on. You guys know me. Soulfist. I don't hide nothing. I share everything on this channel. You guys heard me. You've seen my Let's Talk videos. You watch my SOULcast. I don't hide the fact that I suffer heavily from loneliness and depression. Very heavily. You know what I did? I got a dog.
Yeah. At no point did we pick up a 13.
You know what I did? I got a dog. Go away. I got a dog. No, I love you. I'm playing. So for him to use that as some kind of excuse, as someone who suffers heavily, you guys know, me personally, I speak to you about personally, someone who actually generally suffers from depression and because there's different types of depression. I suffer from depression based on loneliness. That makes me mad.
Yeah, because at no point do you say, I'm lonely, I need the company of a 13-year-old child.
And that's pretty.
Also, you're EDP, bro. I mean, before this happened, you had over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, hundreds of thousands of Facebook followers, you got groupies, bro. There have been girls your age. They could be younger than your age, as long as they're over 18, 16 in some countries, 14 in some countries. But as long as they're that legal, you could have had girls that met ages of consent who definitely been groupies of you, who will message you talking about some yo EDP. I want some of that fucking. Yeah, like whatever the fuck you got, you could have had that. No, you wanted a 13-year-old girl, bro. It had nothing to do with loneliness. If you was loneliness, I'm not saying groupies will solve your problems, but we just want the first type of connection. I guarantee you had groupies. Listen, women are hypergamous. It's not an insult, they are. So I mean, they believe you can provide for them. They believe you can do something for them. You being with 2 million subscribers, a bunch of sponsors, a bunch of money in general. You could have found a chick who was willing to live with you just because off the sole fact that she knew she would provide for you. You could have had somebody. You're not a regular nigga, my dude. Like you're actually.
Listen, Killer Mike has a wife.
Killer Mike, Patrice O'Neal fuck fabulous bitches. You know what I mean? Like it's just so like.
I love how we hitting on the body type.
I'm just saying. I was just saying. If you tell me fat niggas can't pull hoes, that's not true.
Niggas have anything in comparison. Like none of like the one's a comedian, one's a rapper.
I'm saying
only body type.
I've seen fat niggas pull hoes.
I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. So, but my offense, soul's offense is that you dare use loneliness as your crutch. I dislike that greatly, and there's no defense to that. How dare you? Seriously, how dare you?
But what happened?
Okay, so this isn't what.
And that's pretty. The interaction.
Okay.
And stuff. I'm gonna lie to you, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes a person feels lonely and stuff, and they want the interaction.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what had happened.
Okay, so this isn't what happened because she never said she was lonely right here, correct? Yes or no?
Correct.
Okay. And you did double text here, yes or no?
Correct.
Knowing,
well,
and you said,
not to defend this dude, but he was speaking of him being lonely, not the girl claiming she was lonely. No 13-year-old is lonely. I mean, probably. I mean, that's like no 13-year-old, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't speaking on her long, he was speaking on his. Not to defend them, but this is why I say, like, to some extent, these guys did a good thing, but I just don't like the way they did it. Their approach.
It's how you do something that speaks volumes, not important.
Honor profile 13, yes?
Correct.
Okay, so you initiated a conversation with a 13-year-old knowing she was 13, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, so is that a good look for you?
No, it's not.
He didn't initiate the conversation, but he did.
Okay, so you've been exposed for this before.
Correct.
And you called them in thoughts, these other girls, and you know what? I've been following for a long time, and you know what? I said, you know what? He probably made a mistake, and there are some attention-seeking ones, but this is damning.
Right.
I had to make sure myself. Do you recognize me?
No.
Okay. I had to make sure myself that all these rumors were true. It sucks, man. I watched you in high school. Me and my friend Keyshawn thought you were hilarious, man. It's sad.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
But anyway, then you said.
Quick question. How long will this interview be?
You don't get to determine that.
Okay.
Well, like, what I don't understand, why you attracted to like 13-year-olds? Like, why are you attracted to underage? Because you clearly said in one of the screenshots that you've always wanted to be with someone younger. Like, you fantasize about being with someone younger, right? And you're scared of.
Listen, I don't believe in punishing thoughts. I believe in punishing actions, right?
Right.
So just bear with me, because you guys know this is so. I do not believe in punishing thoughts. I believe in punishing actions. Fantasies aside, have all the fantasies you want, as long as you want to act on them. I don't think there's something wrong with having a certain attraction or something. I'm saying there's ways to go about doing it. Nigga, watch hentai.
Just watch
like on any level, right? Like if you want it to be the world's best rapist, don't act on it. Just watch hentai. You know what I mean? You don't gotta watch hentai. Just watch consensual adult porn videos with rape fantasies in it, because that shit actually exists. Does not pretend people don't have fantasies like this. Does not pretend that girls who are over the age, who have very, very small body frames, who are 5 feet tall with like flat chests, that does not pretend they don't get worked in the adult industries. People have fantasies, etc., etc. What I'm saying is there are ways to go, to indulge in those fantasies without actually going after a 13-year-old. You know what I mean? So I would not shame somebody for any type of fantasy, because like if you could keep that in your head and you don't act on it, that means one, you acknowledge, okay, it's a fantasy, and there's something wrong. I had a chick say, oh yeah, man, she told me herself, no lie, she wants to get raped, like gangbang, no lie. She told me.
Yeah.
She understands that it's not something that she actually wants to have happen to her, but she can't help but fantasize about being.
That's not any crazier than one chick. That's not any crazier than a chick I told you about.
Right. I've been with chicks who I personally been with a girl. She liked it when I not to disclose too much, but she liked to get tied up.
Hey,
like to get choked and stuff like
that's
that.
Not even crazier than the shit I told you.
Mm.
You remember the girl I told you about?
Yeah.
That shit was, nigga, she was about to set niggas up for murder.
Yeah.
At least second degree murder. Because bear with me. She wanted to be choked so hard that she will pass out.
Young Prayers, where you went, man?
I'm grabbing some water.
She wasn't
That's
choked.
not murder, my guy. This man slowed up in there.
Yeah, right. No, but not just choked. She wants to be choked out. She wants to literally lose oxygen to a point where she's damn near dead.
Asphyxiation fantasy.
Asphyxiation, no. And she wants to be brought back to life.
Yeah, no. Oh,
She wants to literally die and be brought back to life.
Oh, she wouldn't.
Wait, hold on. But she wants all this to happen while sexual acts are being performed to her. Okay, listen. I don't kink shame.
Nigga,
I don't.
I crime shame, nigga. You try to set nigga up for jail.
I crime.
I can't promise I can bring you back.
Listen, bro. Hey, and this is where my little left side comes out. I don't believe in kink shame, stuff like that. Fantasies or like, hey, bro, look, man, you a grown ass man. You like women who are 5'2", 4'10", 110 pounds, 8 cups, shit like that. Bro, hey,
go somewhere.
Because you know what? On fundamental level, women with that body frame exist, and they need love too. It would be fair to tell a chick who's over the age of consent, who has a childlike physique, that you're not allowed to have a sexual life.
Yeah. Okay, true. I get that.
That's
I'm saying my chick, she wants to. She about to send niggas to jail. You can't promise you can bring this bitch back.
Hey, look, she wants you to choke the fuck out of her.
You can't promise. Yo, officer, she just wanted me to choke her out because she's dead. See what happened, officer? Is that no? You can't.
That's what you.
Hey, a man.
You get her to write a letter, beforehand, so
not just a letter. You get her to sign something.
Yeah, you get her a letter.
You get a video of her saying, "I blah 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 consent to this act, etc. etc." Just cover. Just say, hey, I'll do this to cover my bases.
Right?
I don't want to kill you, but if something does happen to you,
did y'all know that assisted suicide is only misdemeanor? If your friend says, "Hey man, I want you to shoot me in the head," and like
how's that suicide?
Assisted.
No. Suicide.
Yeah.
Suicide of self. Yeah. If I shoot you in the head,
assisted suicide.
That's not even suicide.
I hear what you're saying.
Homicide, murder of someone else, genocide, murder of a lot, suicide, murder of yourself.
Oneself. Yeah.
If I shoot you in the head, assisted to know, how can that be classified as suicide? That's me. That's you asking me to kill you and me committing a homicide.
That's right.
Assisted suicide. That's the law.
Okay, I'm talking about the actual definition of the word.
I hear you.
Murder of oneself.
I'm talking about the definition of the law.
No, I don't see it. Let the record show so that I understand how me shooting you in the head can be classified as assisted suicide. That should be definitely a homicide.
By that logic, everybody in Columbine wanted to commit assisted suicide. So the trenchcoat mafia just walked in and started shooting.
Even if you got to prove it. Even if you can definitively prove this person told me to do this to them, they wanted to.
That's actually what.
See, what I can classify as
went to jail for.
See, what I can classify as assisted suicide be a situation is someone coming to tell you, was like, hey, look, man, I'm about to go in my car, I'm going to do this, and blah blah blah. And I just want you to go away and not come and not doing it.
No, I'm not assisting that. That's not assistance. I'm not doing anything. I'm just neglecting your whole situation. I'm not. It's not my job to report. It's like, what's wrong with him? So you should tell you. I don't have to. You legally don't have to do it. Goddamn. You can't
at that point. The situation that you guys are asking, what you're asking me to do is essentially is to neglect you. I am not going to neglect you. Mostly because I didn't even know that you were being neglected. Now I'm conscious of that. There's a moral thing in me that says, like,
shit, not your soul. So you do what the fuck you want to do, bro. I'm the wrong person to come to if you about to talk about killing yourself. I'm like, I mean, shit, man. Sometimes you gotta go, man.
I'm not come and holler at me first. Please holler at David first. Listen, my name is David Bennington. You can come and holler at my channel.
Don't talk to soul.
You need. Yeah, don't.
I got my own devils on my shoulders. Don't come to me or yours, bro.
Like, do not talk to Soulfish. Do not talk to Soulfish. Soulfish will have you talking to God real quick, bro.
Let's keep it going.
A sting operation or cops, right, to be with someone younger. Like in one of the screenshots that you've always wanted to be with someone younger. Like you fantasize about being with someone younger, and you're scared of being a sting operation or cops.
He dreams of always being with somebody younger. How old is he?
EDP, probably looking at him.
At least 30.
Late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say if he's in
no,
his
we hear
40s,
what he just said, right? He said he told the girl in his messages he's always fantasized about being a young girl, but he's deadly afraid of sting operations. Maybe you should follow your first instincts, EDP.
Younger, you always wanted to be with someone younger. Like you fantasize about being with someone younger, and you're scared of being a sting operation or cops. Like, what goes through your head? What makes this okay for you? Because this is disgusting. Real, man.
What goes on is loneliness, dude. I'll be completely honest with you, man. I'm not gonna you. I'm not gonna shoot you.
Like, let me cut you off right there. Okay. When you say loneliness, we've heard that millions of times, right?
Right.
Trust me, this is not our first time doing this. We've confronted hundreds of people,
right?
And every single time, some of them do say they're lonely, and sometimes we do understand that they're lonely because maybe they're not as popular or they're not as outgoing. But you have millions of followers.
Right.
Like, how are you lonely? You have millions.
So I just want to say, no defense of EDP, but this guy's approach is like you can live in a house full of people and still be alone.
Yeah.
So what my point earlier was that, nigga, if you were saying I feel lonely, thus I crave the touch, thus I went after this 13-year-old. I'm not saying if you just crave the feminine touch for first, 13-year-olds and much of a feminine touch, but secondly, nigga, you can get a group here too.
Yeah.
Or even you want a groupie, I think you could just hire a sex worker.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think what he's trying to say is, nigga, you got hoes. Get them. Like, you got hoes.
Yeah.
That's he's framing the question the wrong way. The question really is, the thing is,
you want us to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, you got hoes.
You could potentially have hoes.
Yeah,
especially with
2 million people.
Yeah,
you tell me you got 2 million niggas.
Right. Definitely some females in there. Female fans
who
are willing to be with you off the basis that you're simply EDP.
Yeah.
Who are based off that alone, because men are attracted to form, women are attracted to status. That's an
objective.
Yeah.
Fact.
Right. So as far as status goes, you're EDP, bro, or at least you were EDP. I don't know what the fuck you are right now, but you were EDP. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Millions of followers. I bet you there's chicks in your DMs trying to hit you up.
Absolutely.
And you're here for a 13-year-old.
And I recall, I followed you for a while. I recall a few years ago, you did brag about having a girlfriend. You also in a live stream bragged about this little affair that you had with a teacher. So you probably have a ton of females in your DMs interested in you because, people like you for your personality and whatnot. And, and then when you say specifically, I've always fantasized about someone younger with a big age gap. You did say that, correct? Yes or no?
Correct.
That you fantasize about someone younger.
See, the problem with that is the fact that he specified a big age gap. Want to be with somebody younger than yourself? I know Mel Gibson was 66. He married a 22-year-old. You know what I mean? Once they cross the line of being legal or something like this, to me, I see there's no problem. My dad, rest of his soul, was 10 years older than my mom. I think 12 years. Yeah, 10 years older than my mom. You know what I mean?
Okay,
being with somebody younger isn't necessarily the problem. I think it's the fact of
we'll define big age gap because let's assume he's 30. A big age gap would be 12 years. That's an 18-year-old.
Oh, you can be 30 and fucking 18-year-old. Hell, in some
I'm not
states
telling you to do so.
Listen, in some states in this country, you can be 30 and fucking 16-year-old as long as their parents say it's okay.
Hell, you could be 30 and fuck with a 20-year-old.
25-year-old.
Yeah,
21-year-old. 18-year-old.
Yeah,
13-year-old.
nigga,
There's no country on this planet. The lowest age consent I've ever found it's Italy and Japan, and they're both 14. You know what I mean?
And then we both look at and most Italians and Japanese people are looking at you sideways for fucking with a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
If you're 30, nigga, they damn nigga in the room who's not gonna say.
I think that, and you know what? That's probably true. I think that law is in place for is like, okay, you're 18, she's 14. You don't care so much.
That's really what that law is for. You're because I think America could use a law like that where you're 19, she's 17.
You're 19, she's 16.
Yeah,
I can sit here and say, okay, you're 19, she's 16.
I can live.
You need to go to jail for that.
Yeah, you ain't going to jail for that.
You don't need to go to jail for that, right? You know, no.
But nigga, you 39 trying to holler at a 13-year-old girl, I will swing on you, dog.
What is that fantasy? Because it's not just loneliness.
You know what it is, man.
We really don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we're not like that. We're not like that.
Yeah.
We're not attracted to minors.
Bro, come on, man. You know exactly what it is, man. But
No, we're attracted
No, I'm not.
we're attracted to female.
Does anybody know exactly what it is?
I have no idea.
I hear when you're getting accused. I hear when someone's accusing you when you found like accusation of somebody. They're like, oh, you know how it is. No, I don't. I don't know how it is. Like, don't put this on me as if we're okay with this.
I mean, I'm not attracted to children. Like that shit's like if I can just be frank, if I can just be real with the SOULcast, not to be vulgar, but like if she ain't got at least a little hair down there, that's just weird to me. Like if it's just like,
but on the same token,
I
guess you could say if there's grass on the field, they play ball, huh?
No, but I'm just saying, like I get what you're saying. I know how it sounds, but what I'm saying is like a 13-year-old bro, like a preteen, like you just hit, like you probably just got your first period type shit. Like that shit is just weird, like to me.
Like for me,
but I'm talking about it needs to look like for me personally.
So
far from
not to
minors,
not to be too vulgar, but like me personally, not saying I won't because I have, but it's just like I've never really been too enthused about being intimate with a woman who's completely bald, because to me it looks prepubescent.
My point exactly.
You know, I would like their, pubic hair is a sign of maturity. When you just completely shave yourself, ladies, do what the fuck you want to do. This isn't me telling you what to do, but it's like when you just completely shave yourself and your whole body's hair is beside your head and your eyebrows. When you take the panties off, it's like, oh, this looks like nothing. No stubble, no peach fuzz.
For me, I just need a girl who is an adult, and like, quite frankly,
is an adult.
Not granted, bald or not. Walls get busted out.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
if you're talking about preference sake, don't.
Yeah, but it's like the thing. The point I'm making is like you said, you pull the panties down. There's nothing there. You might not physically
it looks like a baby vagina.
But in your head, you're like,
it looks like a baby's vagina.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
You're just
kind of weird.
It's like,
but ladies, do what you want to do. That's not me telling you. That's not me telling you.
Your body, your choice.
Yeah, your body, choice.
I just need an adult. Quite frankly, I just need an adult. Listen. I like my girl.
What if you live in Italy?
Huh? No.
I
eat too long to you, bro. I need a BBW for real.
Well, you like them big though.
I do not like small women. Like, that's another thing. This is what
you're a big dude though. I'm 6 feet. You're taller than me.
I'm 6'2". Yeah, but that's another thing that makes EDP weird and pedophiles weird. You have to want to like little girls,
genuine little girls,
not
adult women with small frames.
Yeah,
because I'll be honest, I like them petite. Because
but there's a difference. There's a difference between an adult petite body and a little girl.
Oh yeah.
There's a fundamental difference between those two things. He likes little girls.
At the fucking cookout at the pool party and shit. He like.
I like them slim thick. You know what I mean? Slim waist, pretty face. That's how I like
that. Okay. But there's a fundamental difference. What I'm trying to say is there's a difference between
slim waist, pretty face.
Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Right? Ariana Grande.
Shout out Ariana Grande. She got no tits, bro.
Yeah. Ariana Grande. There's a difference, right? Ariana Grande, she a girl, but you get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit.
And there's a difference between her and Man on Fire Dakota Fanning.
First off, Dakota Fanning in general. I know she's an adult now, right?
Yeah.
But even still, I don't know.
Yeah, like she still looks 12, nigga. No, brother.
Ariana Grande, though. Hey, I'm just saying. You know what? Just to be not to speak ill of you, Miss Grande, but like if only you would have stopped dyeing your hair like 5 years ago, and you wouldn't be starting to bald right now.
She's balding?
You ever notice how thin her ponytails be getting over the years?
No, I don't keep her hair.
I don't keep her hair.
I do. The hair got is fine as fuck. But what I'm saying is, if you notice, like her ponytail is getting longer, but the hair on her head is getting thinner.
Listen.
It's all that hair.
It's hard to look black when you ain't black.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Let's keep it rolling.
Our own age, dude. Let this be known. Let this be known. I am not a.
So what are you then? If you're here to meet up with a 13-year-old girl after 7 years.
That nigga had a whole catchphrase in his business. Let me know. I'm not a pedophile. Nigga, what? Bro.
He actually pulled an erotica choco. Like right there, like the erotica choco. He actually pulled like
The finger stop and point.
Listen.
I'm the gun.
Listen.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I am not a crook.
That nigga tripping. this nigga wild, bro. This nigga said, bro, with conviction. Bro, he
actual guts,
bro. Like he knew like he was on trial.
Let's bring that back.
Our own age, dude. Let this be known.
Let
Let this be known. I am not a.
Bro, I want you to know I'm not a pedophile. This nigga here, bro. Oh, Sam, look at that, bro.
This thing's fire, bro. That's top 5. Bro. I might vote for that for president, nigga.
You are canceled, nigga. Canceled. Hell no, bro. This dude is already admitted. This dude is already admitted that he has.
But it's just admissible in court.
Most of this, no. Most of it is not admissible. Or no, it'll be admissible. It'll be considered either none of it will be admissible in court because they didn't show an actual 13-year-old girl. They didn't present that. Or let's assume it does.
The girl didn't actually exist.
Yeah. Or let's assume that it does make it to court. It would be considered so circumstantial that would be thrown out of court. You didn't catch him doing nothing.
I mean, also
It'd be different. He had their little sister. He met the little sister first. They went inside, and as soon as he opened the door, they were waiting for him.
Yeah,
that'd have been a whole different
That's a
situation.
different conversation.
Because that proves, like you said, intent.
That proves intent.
Yeah.
You can't prove intent.
Mm-hmm.
You can prove.
He can literally be coming for the cupcake.
Stupid excuse, but yeah.
No. It's
whole different court.
Sounds.
Yeah.
You have not proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that he didn't come for a cupcake.
If you had the girl hot wired, we're gonna go inside, we're gonna do this, I'm gonna
That's
take
a
a
different
shower,
conversation.
and then they go through the door or whatever, and then they catch him. At that point, he's already, but at this point, still not a pedophile, right?
This nigga here is lying.
Just let it be known. You've admitted to talking. You've openly admitted to talking to a 13-year-old girl. You've admitted that the messages.
That was his goal.
You've admitted that the messages are indeed true. You've admitted that you knew the age of this girl. You admitted of your loneliness,
right?
And your fantasy. No. You admitted your loneliness,
right?
And your fantasy.
That loneliness thing is bullshit.
No. Either way, what I'm saying, you admit. I'm just saying he's
admitted
proving. He's basically admitting he's a pedophile because he's like admitting that he's lonely and that he wants to touch.
Says I'm not a pedophile.
No. But I listen to everything you say.
The funny part about it,
but young Prince, don't listen to everything you're saying. I'm even looking at his face. I'm listening to as I'm thinking as what you're saying. If I'm a defense attorney, I can still get him off.
That's true. I got the money for it.
And this coming from a paralegal.
This is coming from a paralegal and still get you off. How? It's all this is circumstantial. Won't even be a factor.
So are lawyers a benefit or a detriment?
What? Lawyers are fucking benefits. People.
But you can say yourself, like.
Even
though everybody knows he's full of shit, you can still get him.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is this: anybody who has money or has power, hear me out. Anybody who has benefit, anybody who has power and money, the two things that they always want. The two things that are consistent in their lives: a doctor and a lawyer.
And security.
No, doctor and lawyer. Those are the two people. Those are two people that will be consistent throughout their entire lives. You want to know why? You always need somebody to represent you in court. You always need somebody to keep you alive.
Yep.
That nigga's the most dope. So operating from talking to somebody who's operating in that field, I assure you, as you were listing off everything you listing off, I still said
You can still get them up.
I still.
So what are you if you're here to meet up with a 13-year-old girl after sending your
I caught that a little late, but
So what are you then? If you're here to meet up with a 13-year-old girl after sending your dick to her, then what do you call it then?
I am a guy that is. What am I?
If it takes you this long to answer what you are, you're pretty sure that you're some type of creep.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, okay?
I want you to be real with
Yeah,
me.
absolutely.
This ain't cool.
I'm gonna be real with you, okay?
Yep.
My mom, may she rest in peace. You guys know that, right? You guys seen the video.
Yeah.
All that bullshit. My mom did not raise a fucking. Okay, she did not raise a creep or where. I know what the screenshots say. Okay, I'm aware of that. I'm looking right at them. Okay, my mom did not raise. And as a matter of fact, if she was here with.
Your mom has nothing to do with
Right.
this.
Yeah. Don't bring
Don't bring your family into it. Because
I'm
we're not here for your family. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't drag your family into this. This is all about you.
Right.
Understood? This is your action.
Yeah. This is your 600-pound
apparently he sent her a dick pic.
wife.
Let me see.
As a matter of aware of that, I'm looking. I know it's a fucking video. I'm gonna be real.
You're pretty sure that if it takes you this long to answer what you are,
I'm a guy.
15-year-old girl after sending your dick to her, then what do you call it then?
Right, you got what the screenshots say. Okay, I'm aware of the fact if she was.
Right. Yeah. Don't bring
Don't bring your
I'm not-
family into it. Because
I'm
we're not here for your family. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't drag your family into this. This is all about you.
Right.
Understood? This is your action.
Yeah. This is your 600-pound wife, not anybody else's.
This is not
Understood?
This is comments like that.
Yeah, now I get what you're saying. It's coming up. The word I was thinking of, disingenuous. It doesn't seem like he's here for what he's talking about. It like you said, it doesn't sound like he's here to raise awareness that there's a potential predator somewhere.
You know,
More so is just fucking it's just burn this dude at the stake, which I mean I get. You know, I don't fuck with pedophile either, but I don't fuck with pedophiles at all. But I mean,
there's some,
you've got it.
No,
You got
you know what it
him
is?
trapped, like,
No, you know what it is? You know what it is? It feels like he was a competitor who found out something negative about his competition and seeking to get him out the way.
Well, hold on. So
it really doesn't give that feeling.
So Super GX said, "What's funny is the interview was also not the most innocent person in the world, making them both sick people." That's interesting. The interviewer, the guy, you're speaking of.
I don't even know what this is.
Chet Goldstein, right? Yo, Super GX, if you're still in the chat, what did Chet Goldstein do for you to say that? I'm actually curious if you could give some insight on that.
Yeah, please do. Because because that's the thing. Like, listen, it kind of reminds me of something that my therapist says. Be careful for somebody who always accuses you of something because they might be doing the same thing. So
Projection.
It's projection. You need to find out what's in his past. And once you find out what's in his past, I can almost guarantee you it will almost nearly eclipse what we found out. Because EDP, we're finding out supposition and hyperbole.
Oh,
we may find out his shit may be concrete and
undeniable.
Undeniable. You can't justify it.
Yeah. Shit.
But
That's interesting.
You might find some wild shit in there, bro.
Chet Goldstein, interesting. I'll do some research on Chet Goldstein after this.
You're like,
So
one
my
other-
600-pound wife.
One other thing, let me tell you something, okay?
You know, I will say.
So
one
my
other-
600-pound wife.
One
I don't think you have any right to be offended right now. I had the right to kind of like call about on doing something, but right now, shut the fuck up. Stop being offended, my nigga. Like, you know, you got caught in 4K, damn near 8K, almost 8K, but definitely 4K. You know what I mean? You got it.
I mean, but at the same time, I get it because it's like, why kick a man while he's down? Like, you're here, we're here about one specific thing,
Yeah.
and you're instead of just focusing on the specific thing or the specific wrong that I did. Not only are you doing that, you're trying to throw slight jabs and insults and
You're
shit.
throwing
like,
shade while
trying to
appear more
to you know. First off, I've already fucked up. We get that. That's what we're here for.
You're gonna make fun of me for being big too?
Yeah, you're gonna make fun of me for being fat and it's like, oh, I almost fought a 13-year-old. You almost almost had sex. It's like,
here's the thing. I feel like this whole thing, I know it's gonna sound crazy. This is gonna be my wild take. Talk to me, David Benson. At me at anytime you want.
At David Benson. Don't add Soulfish. You add Soulfish, your ass will get roasted.
Yeah, right. At David Benson. For real. For your sake, at David Benson. I'm saying this whole thing feels not true at all. Because let's assume that all of this evidence you absolutely collected and you have all this evidence against this man. You didn't go to the police.
No, see, you know what?
Shit, bro.
You want to know something that we're not thinking about? Granted, we're being super meta with this because this I'm not piggybacking off of you.
It's the best way. Being meta. Look everything from multiple angles, multiple analysis. Always varied approach.
I'm piggybacking off of this. Now, this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time that this dude has been accused of this, right? So why this time is he willing to do a fucking hour-long interview with these random strangers off of YouTube?
So what I understand, the other time he was accused of being in contact with a 16-year-old girl, but he jumped on top of it basically. This was something that was approaching him, something he jumped on top of, and then he outright dismisses like, oh, this is a troll, this is some thought.
So he was able to do that in a real situation, a real scenario where it was an actual girl, whatever the case was with that. Could did the same thing here. Screenshots or not. Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Snapchat, all this shit. All this shit gets hacked. Why is he doing this? That's my question.
Well, see, that's a good point. My original presupposition was this is an attempt to try to save face and not let his character be buried. So just be compliant and just go along.
But for what? Because you're not.
But you're saying he could just walk away. He could have just walked ass. He could have.
Okay. There's 3 guys there.
A cameraman and 2 interviewers.
He came up. He drove here in a car, right? So when he drove up, got out the car, saw no girl, but a camera person and 2 other people, he could have instantly got back in his car and drove away.
Yeah.
So for what reason is
what if the situation was he said, "Hey, meet me here at this time," and this is all brain theory right now. Or like let's say potentially probably got there 5 minutes so early. Text them, hey, I'm gonna be there right soon. Just wait for me right here at this spot on a swing set or whatever, the playground. I don't fucking know. Yeah. And I'll meet you there like in 5 minutes. You can just wait, and then they just run up on him with the cameras and stuff.
That very well could have been the case. I guess my thing is this: I'm not even questioning him. He's a piece of shit. You understand that?
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Yeah, no one's disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is, if these guys are truly, genuinely concerned about the community, truly, genuinely concerned about women, wouldn't you go to the police?
Yeah,
and instead of doing all this shit, because now you have something legally documented as a pattern of behavior that you need to check out for.
Oh, hold on. That Chet dude, he sent pics. What do you mean by he sent pics? Let us know so we could comment on that further.
Yeah, we have no clue what he sent pics. What anime pics or Dragon Ball Z pictures? Like nigga, what he sent?
I send pictures all the time. They call me.
Okay, right? Like
y'all niggas tripping.
I'm just saying, like what he said. He sent pics.
We do need some clarification. He sent pics, but we know what the fuck he getting, man. Sent pics to who? An underage girl? The president?
Or what? Like what are you saying?
Well, I'm saying, what is he fucking with minors? Is he adulterous?
Yeah,
is he a drug dealer?
Yeah, is he not taking care of his kids? They send pics of what, nigga? That's a very broad term. That's a broad, ambiguous term.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Another thing, let me tell you something, okay? What's up? Go for it. What does EDP mean?
Yeah, looks like you've eaten looks like you've eaten everything in the world but the pussy. You know, okay. You know what?
Those snide remarks that are.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. I can guarantee you that's the reason why they're doing this. I can guarantee you they said they used to watch him. I can guarantee you they became his competitors. And the best way to get rid of your competition is to find out some dirt on them and expose it.
Take them out.
Take them out the way.
So mafioso mentality.
But I mean, I'm not disagreeing with y'all at all. But still, why is he putting himself? He's walking away right now.
He's walking away.
You could have walked away, goddamn, 12 minutes ago when you got there.
No,
even when you drove off. That's what I'm saying. When you pulled up, they ran up on you with the cameras. You could have just hit that bitch in the face and go off. So why did you get out?
So you're claiming fraudulence.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is all clout. I feel like this is all fucking clout. I feel like EDP.
But wouldn't this ruin EDP's YouTube career?
What's the age-old saying though? What's the age-old saying?
There's nothing.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
So he could flip this whole thing.
I heard he's been losing subscribers dramatically.
Exactly, bro. He can turn this whole thing around because now he's gonna have follow-up videos about the sting, how he's not a pedophile. He can do so much with this. Or if you're smart enough.
So hold on. So right now I just put up Social Blade. If you don't know what Social Blade, you can use Social Blade to look in real time at any person on YouTube. You can watch their actual live subscriber count and see it in real time. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. But
So on Social Blade, you will see EDP as of right now still has over 2 million followers on YouTube.
You want to know why? Actually, I was going to go in the opposite direction. It is, and follow me on this, so it is more popular now. More, it's probably certain has always been the case. But it's super.
No way. As of right now, EDP 445 has 2.5 million subscribers still.
Right.
When did this video drop with the interviewers?
This video dropped. The video in question dropped 2 days ago.
Yeah, bro.
So he
hasn't posted anything yet.
He hasn't posted anything since then.
He has all this time. He's had 2 days of time to figure out a way around this.
Yeah. Oh no, but he's gonna find a way around this. But that's not the point. No, but that's not my point. My point is, I gotta tell you this: the greatest, you know what's more potent than fame? Infamy. It's true.
Everybody loves a good bad guy.
They had to get EDP to confess to camera before he went to cops. No, not when you sending dick pics to a 13-year-old girl, bro. Yeah, I know the girl doesn't exist, so that might cause
that once again. Oh, the girl doesn't exist. Oh, I can get this nigga off. Oh, I can get this nigga off better than a 13-year-old girl. Like, nigga, I will get this nigga off. What? He will never spend a day in jail if he's fucking with me, bro. He will never see a jail cell because the girl doesn't even fucking exist. This is all entrapment.
Yeah, it's coercion.
This is all coercion and entrapment. Nigga, this shit ain't even real.
We're trying to talk.
Okay. Yeah. I'll stop. We're here to talk to you. So what was that? So you said you know exactly what I.
In throwing shade, you're not trying to talk. That's what I'm saying. It's genuine for the fact that if you were here, as you said, for the community to bring awareness about a predator preying upon minors, then you would take it seriously. The dude in the blue is doing too much. Now the other guy, he said some shit like, "Oh, you're a creep," shit like that. That's normal. I understand.
The dude in the blue though.
This dude in the blue is my 600-pound, fucking a 13-year-old. Eat that pussy. You look like you eat everything, but like you're just.
You know what it is? He's still trying to make content.
Yeah,
exactly.
Which I'm actually kind of okay with. Like, nigga, stick to the job. I'm here to make content. I'm not here to. But I'm saying that if you are truly here for the community, you wouldn't be talking to him.
You're here to protect minors.
You'd be talking to the police. Yeah. For real. Because now you have a pattern of behavior that has been proven legally. So when it does go to court, we can say, hey, all of this pattern of behavior, you can't deny this.
Yeah.
If you were talking about protecting the community, no, this nigga is trying to get famous. Which, if that's the case, nigga, get famous. Then I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. You know what I hate? I'll tell you this. This is the one.
With only 100,000 subs too, so I got to understand that mentality.
No, but hear me out. You know what I hate more than I hate anybody who's. You are allowed to be anything you want to be. You just can't be. You just cannot deny the thing that you are. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But when someone calls you a hoe, don't deny the fact that you're a hoe. Right. If you want to chase clout, nigga, chase clout. I'm not mad at you for chasing clout. But when someone says, "Hey, the dude in the blue is just out here just making content," the last thing I want this nigga in the blue to do is be like, "Oh no, I was really trying to bring awareness."
Right. That's when you lose.
That's where you lose, because I'm on your side right now.
I mean, what do we mean?
No, what does EDP mean? Why do you call you? If you call yourself EDP,
you know what's funny, right?
What's
at the very beginning?
This is not funny at all. This ain't funny.
Well, if you would stop cutting me off and trying to explain.
Okay. So we're gonna let you explain now, because we want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm a fan of you. He's a fan of you. He's a fan of you.
Honestly, I'm not a fan. But...
Well, he used to be. He used to be. And we want to give you the benefit of the doubt. So please explain this to us, okay? And I'm going to be done talking, that way to you. I'm just here to talk to you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does EDP stand for? Right.
When I first created my YouTube channel, right?
Glasses off, please. Thank you.
When I first, you're going to have to excuse me because the sun's in my eyes.
Yeah, here, we can just face that way.
Just turn
yeah,
this way. This one's cool?
Whichever way,
the sun's not in your eyes.
So when I first started my YouTube channel, right? If you go back, if you look at the original logo, right, there was a picture of a cat. I'm sorry, it was a picture of, Pac-Man, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was a picture of Pac-Man eating a cat. It was supposed to be funny. Okay, that's what my original logo is meant to be.
Okay, fair play. So again, you mentioned to admitting to having this fantasy with someone with a big age gap. So again, you said to us, you know exactly what we mean, but I truly don't. He truly doesn't. So what do you mean by that?
That was a good question.
Sure.
Are you guys the cops?
No, we're not cops.
We're not cops,
You're not cops.
but we
We're
have
not
worked with law enforcement.
But we can force
Walk away.
Wait.
Nigga, you's a big
Hold
dog.
on. What is he about to say? What is he about to say?
the cops.
No, we're not cops.
We're not cops,
You're not cops.
but we
Not
have worked with law enforcement.
But we can forward this to cops because
Yeah, absolutely.
most definitely this is not your first time either, right?
Right.
This is absolutely not. How many
This
times
ain't
have you
real,
done this?
nigga.
This is actually.
We gotta be minutes.
This actually is my first.
You just said it wasn't your first time, and now you say it's
together.
second time?
What was the first?
Pause. There is no listen.
There's literally no reason.
Listen. This nigga came. You know when they say when you commit a crime, do it by yourself, right? This nigga is First off, no one is this stupid. You met a 13-year-old in an alleyway in broad daylight. No one. I don't care how lonely, how deprived of pussy you are. No one's brain works like this. I'm gonna meet a 13-year-old. Mind you, I've already had 2 situations where I've been accused of this shit. I'm gonna be a 13-year-old in the center alleyway. I get there in broad daylight. I get there. It's 2 fucking strangers and a camera crew. It's a camera crew, right? And then I get out and he's complying. He's talking. We can't forward this to the police. If you could do that, why haven't you done? Why is any of this even getting to this point?
Yeah, I put like this. You know how you would have made it realer for me? Keep the camera crew before this information, before he got there.
Yeah.
So now the cops, once again, I'm going to assume that, let's assume that these niggas are the things that they say they are. They're not. But let's assume that they are. Then you guys should have been working with the police already.
From the get-go.
Hell, if you were the nigga that you say you were, you would have set this up, and rather than it being 3 camera crew people.
You had cops waiting with you. Hey, I mean, let's keep it rolling. I mean, hey, listen.
Man, this shit ain't real.
Let's keep it rolling.
So the first time was, so you guys know about the 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
So she was hitting me up through DMs in which she engaged first.
Right.
Because let's be real here. A lot of people, right, when they see celebrities, you know, like the check marks and stuff, and no, I'm not trying. I'm to sit back and throw a guilt trip and make people feel sorry for me. I'm not doing that. So
Right. Yeah.
So don't try to turn and twist the shit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Just go on.
So when people sit back, right, especially young girls, right, the 15-year-old, not the 13-year-old, when they see people with check marks and stuff, you know, oh shit, this and that, you know what I mean? You know, like you're famous, you're hot, all that. Okay. That's what they do. Now, as far as the whole fantasy goes, you know what I mean? Let's be real, okay? You know what I mean?
Like, that's the part where I'm not picking up on. I genuinely don't know what you mean. Okay, so sure, and I'm not calling you the P word if you know what if you know what I mean. I'm not calling you the P word, but do you fantasize about females under the age of 16? Yes or no? Sometimes.
Yes.
Okay. Obviously you fantasize about a 13-year-old.
Okay, so
right?
with that being said, I'm not gonna judge nobody for these fantasies, bro. As long as you don't act on it. But if that is truly your fantasy, bro, watch hentai.
If it's truly,
Is that like absurd?
I mean, if that's truly your fantasy, like you said earlier, get someone who's of age to do that for you. Or look like
if you fantasize about having sex with Leia Organa, get your girl to dress up like her slave uniform when she was being captured by Jabba the Hutt. You know what I'm saying?
Like you can do that. You're
or once again, I hate to move in this direction. I really do because I hate this shit so much. But let's assume that what Soulfist says is true about Japanese and Italians allowing the age of consent to be 14.
I can show you.
No,
that's facts. Okay, cool. Then I guess just go
get doing citizenship. Move to the country.
That's what we
here. You can just go overseas and do where it's legal.
Oh no, there's nowhere where 13-year-olds legal.
Yeah, there's nowhere where 13.
I'm just
14-year-olds.
14. That's
that's 12-month difference.
Bro, how much can the bitch develop between
13 to 14.
That first period's already over.
Bro, what the fuck?
That peach fuzz that turned into like shortcut grass.
Nah.
What?
Unless, no, the only way that happens is if the girl was already developed like that from like 11 or 12. The fact of the matter is, nigga, dog, why is this happening, right? I don't know.
Correct, yes or no? Okay, so if it's 13-year-old.
Hentai. It's just like
no, but bro, if he hit a finger,
bro, anybody who comes to channel watches anime, you know what hentai is. You know how wild hentai gets. You can watch all the tentacle shit, all the rape shit, all the lolly shit. You can watch all the weird
all the
shit,
tranny shit,
all the short. There's so much tranny shit.
Nothing's gonna come from this. Nothing's gonna come from this video. Nothing's gonna happen. Not a conviction. He probably not even gonna get a court case. Nothing's gonna come.
Well, it doesn't hold a lot of weight.
Legally, it doesn't even hold a whole lot of weight. But like, look, I'm looking at this from the perspective of a defense attorney.
It's like
I can literally make sure he never spends a day in jail.
This is set up. This is set up.
No, I'm saying let's assume it's not set up. If I'm a defense attorney, I can make sure that if he's my client, he will never spend a day in jail. He won't spend 2 hours in jail.
Let's say this. Even more so. Think about this, bro. I don't know how long this video was, 56 minutes. But think about this for just a second. You posted this video 2 days ago. That means that you took I don't know when you recorded this. We don't know the actual date
of when it was recorded.
Yeah. You posted it 2 days ago. That's one. Two, you sat down, edited this video to make sure that it all sounded right. You had all the clips, all the shit, everything.
Oh, so it was edited. Oh, I know
it
had to have been. As someone who does audio video production, I have not seen any jumps, edits, or cuts in the video.
Okay. No, but let's assume that it has been edited. And I'm his defense attorney. Nigga, if I'm his defense attorney, I'm eating this shit for lunch. So look out of here.
But here's the big question. If your whole means is to protect the 13-year-old girl and the minors from this predator,
who doesn't exist,
why post it on YouTube? Why not take this video and send it to the authorities along with your compilation of information, him admitting to what he's done, and send it to the authorities versus posting it on YouTube for the world to see, to know that this guy's a pedophile? Why? How is this? Who is this helping? Who is this helping? Because if they're real,
I just want to say, like, you only get opinions just real on the SOULcast. Make sure you stay subscribed.
Don't make no sense.
You only get opinions this real in the SOULcast. Nowhere else.
Who are you, guy in the blue shirt, whatever your name is?
Chet, you betcha.
Who are you helping? Who are you really helping?
Oh,
I'm gonna go to social media and post this. Who are you helping?
One, who are you helping? And two, the moment that I hear the words edited. I
don't know that it's edited, but I'm just saying, who's going to take a raw video and just put it on YouTube and be like, here you go?
Right. When you want,
well, I have not. As someone who edits heavily, I have not seen any jumps or edits, and I can spot those.
Right. I'm pretty good at spotting those too, but I haven't seen anything within the 15 minutes I've been watching.
It's an hour-long video.
But it's an hour-long video, so I really don't know. But what I'm trying to say is this: the moment, once again, if I'm his defense attorney and I hear the word edit
or doctor,
this nigga will. I will make sure he will never see walking. We're not making it to court. He's not going to go there. Fuck out of here.
So, when was the first time you fantasized about like an 11-year-old?
Never.
Hey, let's move aside.
Yeah, here.
Oh, I know.
You mind?
Yeah,
Well, you can have
right
whatever
here.
you want. Yeah,
You can have a seat if you want.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Squash, man.
Okay. So 13-year-old. So again, when was the first time you fantasized about a 12-year-old?
Never.
Okay, so 13 is the youngest.
Right.
Okay, so why 13 but not 12?
I don't know.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
Okay.
Not
But
lying to you.
like, so if Sophie was 12,
you said I wouldn't, and that's the truth. I'm not lying to you.
what would have been your response?
Probably would have.
Like, so if Sophie was 12, what would have been your response?
Probably would have went to the bathroom and threw up.
Okay, so what? Okay, so
No, hold on. I believe him. I believe what he's saying. Because when it comes down to that mindset, like that mental condition of like pedophilia, something, it comes in a lot of shapes and forms from what I have researched about it in these last couple of days since I saw this video. They got pedophiles who have no attraction to children who are in the teen ages. That pedophiles have no attraction to children who are under the teen ages, et cetera, et cetera. It's not so much that it's a monolith. That there are like levels.
No one is a monolith.
Yeah.
So I completely believe that. That's behavior. What I'm trying to say, I guess my thing is,
it's also irrelevant information.
Yeah, it's all irrelevant. And you want to know why it's irrelevant? It's just not real. I'm with you. It's all for clown. This is not real. And I can guarantee you, I don't know who's checking out Chet You Betcha. That's the motherfucker's name?
Chet Goldstein. But yeah.
Chet Goldstein, right? And their fingers snapping.
Matter of fact, look up this man. Look up this man Chet and see if he's had a flux in his if you can see how if it backdates or whatever. See if you can see a flux in his subscribers.
I actually want to see
since he's posted this video.
Right now he's sitting at 113,000.
Yeah, but I'm saying prior to that, if you can see,
I believe 2 days ago it was at 80,000.
Oh, this nigga.
2 days ago, I believe it was at 80,000. If I'm not mistaken, I saw this video.
Oh no, but it's not even just that. It's one of those situations where I'm like, either this is for clout or he has something to hide himself. Bet Bray, he has something to hide himself. God exposed hard for what?
I'm curious. Yeah.
God exposed hard for what?
But, that's another video. He's racist and homophobic, allegedly.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. A lot of people are.
Really? Can we find out anything about his racism?
Right, bro. Hey, SOULcast, Young Prez out.
Honestly, I don't think this too much because this seems to be kind of a repetitive cycle to a certain extent. I haven't watched the whole thing, but there's not too much more that it seems like they're necessary to getting into. Let me try to fast forward.
For me,
You just lied a couple minutes ago.
Okay, all right. But so, what about a 12-year-old makes you go?
Loneliness.
These questions are ridiculous.
What about 13-year-olds make you interested?
Can't even answer.
You too.
Screenshots? Did you not? Yeah,
I did.
you did.
I mean, you got the screenshots, of course. I did. I mean,
But like, why would you send it to a 13-year-old? Like, and that proves that you were turned on by it.
When you
Yeah.
But before we get into the messages, the last thing that he was asking, go ahead about the second time.
Yeah, the second time.
So they asked about his past, like this shit and stuff.
I made a cameo for that one girl. Not sure what her name is. He's all like, "Hey man, yo, real shit, man. I want you to make a cameo for my girlfriend. It's her birthday and stuff like that." I'm looking like, all right, cool. And he wanted it for free. I'm looking like, man, that's bullshit, dude. You're gonna have to like, show me some ass, something like that, okay? But okay.
You do explain why you find her attractive.
So Cameo is a website you can use where famous people, to like you can pay them, well you should pay them to like and they could just send a video message to somebody specific. So like say you were like a big fan of the Undertaker, and I got in contact with Undertaker, he can send you a cameo. He'll send a video message, oh Terrell, this is you, blah blah blah. That situation was turns out the girl he got asked to do a cameo for was like 16, but he was saying that I'm not doing a cameo unless she showed me some titties, and then the girl was like 16 or 15 or something like that.
Oh.
But he's saying he didn't know that at the time. The guy just proposed it as his girlfriend.
Oh, he didn't know she was 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All right, so cash them out. I got work.
All right, bro. Love
Mr. Benson, you sticking around?
Yeah, I'm sticking around, homie.
Right.
Boss man.
Oh, y'all guys be safe.
Yes, sir.
I'll fuck with y'all later.
All right, homie.
Would you do me a favor? Would you monologue and entertain?
Yeah.
For a second? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Walk my homie.
All right, homie. All right.
Fuck that nigga EDP.
Bro.
Rapist. Pedophile.
Listen.
Yeah, was in traffic. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Listen. I'm watching. I've been watching the video for a moment. For the last 60 minutes, I've been watching with you guys, right? I'm not really seeing. Okay. I'm not really seeing anything that's going on that feels real for me. Look, let's assume that EDP is everything that these people say he is. Then they certainly have the means to go to the police and go jail and put him in a situation where he goes to jail, or or show this to the police and show this as a pattern of behavior where they can start an investigation on EDP, assuming that all this is real. But I don't feel like this is real because if it was real, you should have gone to the police. You didn't go to the police. You didn't go to no one's authority. You didn't go put this in the FBI. You didn't go around your neighborhood saying, "Hey, there's a person. His name is this. He goes by EDP on the internet. Make sure he stays away from the kids. Make sure he stays." You ain't got nothing, man, bro. This shit feels so not real. And I shouldn't. And here's the thing: I shouldn't feel like it's not real because it feels like it's supposed to be real. It just don't feel real. This is the most unreal feeling I ever felt in my life.
Let's keep it going. Let's see.
But a third one, did you show interest in being her boyfriend, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, so say she says yes, say she goes along. Down the line, could it have led to something sexual, yes or no?
No, because I wouldn't have flown to her.
Okay, but you would have been dating someone underage, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, also, a horrible look.
Right.
And on top of that, do you admit it could have led to nudes, yes or no? Boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay,
Correct.
so
isn't that sexual?
I mean,
it could have led to something, yes or no?
correct.
Okay,
Right.
so you put yourself in all these situations where you're in a bad position with these underage kids, and it's consistent. It's not a one-time mistake like I thought it was last summer. I give you the benefit of the doubt because I was a big fan of you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I really did.
Same here, man.
I give you the benefit of the doubt, and I just see it over and over again, dude. It's heartbreaking, bro. It's heartbreaking,
I
man.
understand.
But so this is what you want to do with a 13-year-old, and the only thing deterring you based on these messages, it wasn't the fact she was young, it was jail time that was deterring you, yes or no? Okay, so say there's no law, say we live in an anarchy, you would have followed through with this, yes or no, had you been able to, correct?
Right.
Okay, so before you give the like, I don't want to do anything, you did want to do something. The intent was there. The only deterrence is jail. Like for me,
Well, the intent is right when you showed up here. That's intense.
Right.
You showed up, like, it doesn't get any.
right. Like if the cops saw these messages, it's all you hear, would they have arrested you, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, so look,
Do
see,
you think you deserve to go to jail?
I'm telling you, if
Because
I
you
was-
admitted this is not your first time. This is up to like 6th time.
right.
This is your 5th or 6th time.
Do I deserve to go
Yeah.
to jail? If I'm being honest with you,
You don't think so?
I think so.
You think so?
I think
Okay.
so.
Do you want to go?
No.
Well, that's the best way. So, because once you go to jail, you get help in the jail.
Right.
They put you through treatment. They put you through therapy to get put your brain in the right screws. Because right now you're not thinking straight.
Right. And why is jail your deterrent, but not her being underage? Like, see, if it was legal to do stuff, I have no interest in doing it.
Well, it's immoral.
Yeah, it's immoral. If murder was legal, I would still be one of his closest friends right here, bro.
Everybody knows me. I don't like arguments based off morality. I prefer arguments staying in the realm of legality. What you feel is right or wrong is actually no concern to me.
I mean, I get that. I also understand. I understand what they're saying. I just don't believe the words that are coming out of their mouths. That's the real problem. I don't believe you. It's not even that I disagree with the sentiment. I don't even disagree with the word. Like the words themselves, they make all sense of the world.
You just don't believe the person saying it.
I don't believe you. If a Orochimaru said, driving on a red light bad, I would drive through a red light. It's really that.
Yo, hit the space bar.
Huh? Yeah, it's really that. It's really like it's them. It's
So,
there's what they're saying.
Like, I don't need the law to tell me right from wrong. The law is for criminals to follow, not for me to follow. I don't need to follow the law because I already know not to kill, I know not to steal and all that. The law is for people like you. So why is the law your deterrent, but not her age?
I don't know, bro.
But the law is the deterrent, yes or no?
Of course. Correct.
Okay. So in the chats right here, you say, no, the secret was that I can't wait to be able to kiss you or give you a quick nibble. So you didn't want to kiss her then, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay.
You ever had therapy before or like counseling?
No.
Never, ever in life. You should go get some. You make good money, huh?
I do.
Yeah. So why don't you use that money towards helping yourself in a good way?
I won't. Seriously, I won't.
Like, honestly, man, like, this is not good.
I
Yeah.
understand.
This is the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like,
Nothing.
I can have like sympathy for like thieves or robbers or other types of criminals, because we don't know their situation, but this is no excuse. There's no excuse for
Right.
this.
Like, and on top of that, you're obviously not in good shape, but you're rich in the fact you have 2.2 million followers, 600,000 Facebook, Instagram followers. So there is one person out of 3 million combined that likes you that's over 18. And honestly, your options are not that much, honestly, with your life choices and what you consumed, honestly. But there's somebody out there for you, and you know that. And you've had that person. You've had a girlfriend. So loneliness is BS. You clearly have this attraction to younger people.
It's young. It's like, yeah, that's true. There's no loneliness here. It's just you like kids.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
So
I don't know how anybody can
okay.
attract
What
to
do you
you.
guys want me to say, honestly?
Well, that's why we're here, to ask you what goes through your mind, because we don't really understand it.
Right. And so far, you've admitted to wanting to do stuff with a 13-year-old. You've admitted to all this. Like, if we send this to cops, you're done. You know that, right?
What you guys say?
That's for us to determine.
It's not like
I'm hoping to pray in the God you guys won't.
Why shouldn't we?
Why
You said you deserve jail, so
yeah. You said it yourself.
what made you change your mind 5 minutes later?
I just hope you guys don't know.
But like, this is a danger. You're like a danger to
Why
kids.
should- Yeah, you really are.
You're like a danger. You know. All right, let me tell you something. Do you know how many times people like our supporters have messaged?
A tough question. Is he actually danger if he's not going out of his way to seek out children? Keep in mind, like in every instance to which he was caught in 4K, it was something where he was approached, from what I understand.
Oh, cool.
This is no
Assuming that what
defense.
you're saying is true.
Yeah, this is no defense of EDP, but it's just is he actually in danger if he's not going out of his way? Like I said, there's fantasies, there's thoughts, and then there's action.
I would say that he's a danger, and this is the reason why. Because he's a nigga who's looking for an opportunity.
Okay. You get the space bar. I just wanted to answer that question.
Yeah. He's looking for, if the opportunity presents itself to fuck a 13-year-old girl, he wouldn't hesitate.
Just watch some hentai, man. Like, why is that not an option?
Because it's about getting his fix, and that might not be the thing. Every time, like, it's like an addict. When you're an addict, you need more and more of the thing that got you high in the first place. So if he got high off of a picture of a 13-year-old girl, he's gonna need something else. A video, then something else, then something else. And then it would then ultimately lead to him fucking a 13-year-old girl. All right, boss man. Hey, man.
Justin said, please look into this guy EDP. You know how many times we've gotten this message before? Like hundreds of messages of people telling us, hey, please look into this guy EDP. This guy's a creep. He's had encounters with other minors in the past. Please look into it. And guess what? You're out here today, and you proved everybody's point.
Right.
That they're not they're not wrong. You're the person who's wrong.
You can go on your live stream and say to your 15-year-old dick riders, literally or figuratively.
Oh yeah, that's another good point. What's your audience age range? It's a lot of kids.
It's a lot.
High school.
It's a lot of kids.
Same here, man.
And that's dangerous.
Right. Dude, people think you're hilarious. I thought you were, dude, me and my friend Keyshawn made so many jokes about you in high school in a good way. This is a bummer. And you have a great life, man. You could sit in front of your computer. You can be yourself for 2 hours and be well off for yourself. And you have a blessed life. You have a blessed life. People go out and work.
On that note, SOULcast can do the exact same thing, and I'm grateful for the following that you have. That doesn't mean I'm not necessarily good. I just want to point that out. I'm not saying my life's bad.
Yeah.
But everybody has devils on their shoulder, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think that let's assume that all this is true. His greatest demon isn't even loneliness. You know what I think his greatest
I 100% do not believe the loneliness thing he was stating at all.
No, it's not about loneliness.
I just don't.
You know what it is? Power. You can manipulate a child in the way you can't manipulate an adult.
Hey, look, I'm into BDSM as much as the next guy. All right.
I'm saying manipulate. He can mentally manipulate a child in the way you can't mentally manipulate an adult.
Oh, well, because when you define a power dynamic, you define a lot of ways. Like I said, I like.
No, yeah, a physical power dynamic is one thing.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I can tell a child what to do. Can't tell a grown woman what to do.
You need her consent to do BDSM. She has, yeah. Actually, even though you're the dominant one in any BDSM situation, even though you play the role of the dominant one, you're actually the one that's being submissive because you're dominant per the rules and conditions of the one who's agreeing to be submissive. It's actually kind of a,
But that is not what he wants. He wants literal domination. That's what really pedophilia is domination over a younger child. This younger child cannot say no. The younger child lacks the ability to fight me physically or to find a way out of.
I think I like the ability to fight this nigga physically.
Yeah,
I think I like the power to fight this nigga physically.
True. No, but not even that. But I'm saying is this: he went for a 13-year-old girl. That's purposeful.
Yeah.
He go for a 17-year-old girl.
Which I don't really think that's like.
He went for a 13-year-old girl.
That is something.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He going for children. You want to know why? Because I can manipulate a child. I can't manipulate an adult. That's what this is. That's really what pedophilia is. Pedophilia is a demon of power. You want power over somebody who is too.
So you're saying it can never just be soul attraction?
I don't think so. Because I would never be solely. Because think about it like this. Think about who you are truly attracted to.
Bad bitches.
The bad bitches look 13 to you, dog?
No, they like bad bitch.
Exactly.
People work 9 to 5, man. 9 to 5, and you're here. All you gotta do is entertain people on your phone and stuff. Right. And all your audience is like kids.
Right.
That's the dangerous part.
Yeah,
Dangerous as fuck.
it is.
And you see, you can't control yourself with that.
And see, the thing is, you get closer. And the thing is, you like you can brush off some messages like, oh, show me your beep, whatever, because obviously that could be taken as a joke. I don't think it was, but it can be taken as a joke. But see, now that you're here meeting who you think is a 13-year-old, correct? Yes or no? Correct. Now here's this. All doubt is squashed. Say the doubt's right there. You just sat on it and just squashed it. That's what happened today. Okay. And then you said you mean like or something, and you said we can, but that's something that shouldn't be forced. So you were interested in having sex with a 13-year-old, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay. So shouldn't be forced. What's the age of consent in California?
18.
Okay. What's the lowest age of consent in America?
No clues. 18?
16.
16. Okay.
Okay, so 13 is not anywhere near 16. That's over 1,000 days away from 16.
Sure.
So can a 13-year-old consent
No.
legally?
No.
You send any toys to her? You send any pictures of your toys?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's another graphic. Like, just like when you sent the graphic photo of your private part, this is another graphic photo. That's 2 counts of sending harmful matter to a minor. 2 counts. You understand that, right? You get charged for every single photo you send.
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Right.
So, and another thing I want to ask.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Is my life over?
That's up to you.
It's up to you to determine.
Honestly, this is up to you. We're like, really, this is up to you.
Yeah.
It depends on how you react into this situation, because you can easily go hide under a hole and try to go under a bunker and try to hide and forget about this, or you can take approach where you can go get help.
Like, you literally and figuratively cannot run away from the problem. So
like, this is not. And also another question: why were you were threatening this girl? You were telling her, "Oh, it's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna be pretty if I come here and it's a sting operation." Why did you say it's not gonna be pretty? What do you mean by that? Because that's a threat. That's a threat of violence.
That's a threat.
That is a threat.
Obviously, it's a threat.
Once again, it goes back to the bitch is imaginary. He didn't meet anybody.
Wasn't even bait for him.
He didn't meet anybody. He met y'all niggas.
So you can't even hold that action against him.
I can't hold nothing against him.
Legally, can't even hold that action against him.
Legally, no. Not even in their metaphor. There's no one to meet. There's no one. This is just entrapment.
Yeah.
Failed entrapment. Nigga, if I'm EDP,
entrapment doesn't hold up. He gets thrown out immediately.
If I was EDP, I would sue these motherfuckers for $8 million. Even if I
and he could win.
And he could possibly win. Defamation of character. Particularly if I started losing like endorsements because of this.
Yeah.
And then there was not even true. Oh, entrapment. Oh, defamation of character.
Hey, EDP, you got a lawsuit in the right.
You got a law. You got listen. If there is any proof that EDP lost anything, endorsements or anything like that, due to their allegations, they cost them money. That's defamation of character, homie. Hey, all you gotta do is be able to prove that this is the amount of money that you would have made, and this is what you have lost due to their allegations.
You get easy responses because you'll get this compared to your previous month's revenue and see what your income is for this month. Subtract the difference. You cost me this much money. This is my original point when this first started. What they were doing, nothing against it. The way they went about doing it, you could have literally used like your little sister, or your cousin, or your niece, or something this big.
That's big. Or if what you're telling me is absolutely true, you didn't go to the authorities.
That as well, and let the cops do this.
You didn't go to YouTube?
Yeah. YouTube or the cops? Who should you go to first? Yeah.
Actually, if you go to YouTube, that's going to Google. Google's gonna make sure that this gets done.
Google runs the world. Don't get that shit twisted. Google runs the world. No.
Google's gonna make sure that this shit gets done.
Yeah.
Because the last thing that they want is saying,
someone's affiliated under their name, a partner of their platform, someone who's basically employed by them. Oh yeah. Oh, Google would have handled this for you. Google would have handled this for you. Google would have handled it so well you would never even heard about it.
You would have never heard. You just went quiet. What happened to one dude EDP? Drunk off the face. You would never know that.
Who do you think, Felicia?
Oh, Felicia knows. Felicia knows like a motherfucker, bro. This nigga could went to listen. If they went about this the right way, he will be underneath the jail. Because it's not like it ain't like let's make it clear. It's not like niggas are getting away from going to jail based upon based on rape charges. It's not like a nigga's being accused of rape, therefore he ain't going to jail.
Nah,
Stop it,
bro. Yeah, come on.
If we really want to put a nigga away,
you said it's not going to be pretty if I show up there and there's a police sting operation, right? So why are you trying to scare a 13-year-old girl?
Because I need help.
But why? Like, I don't get that. Why are you trying to intimidate her out of everybody's life?
Why? What? Record your phone, kids.
Like,
what's
why?
happening? He was doing a little flash.
So you're just gonna scare the living daylight out of her?
Just now.
No.
Record on both.
Listen, man. I'm gonna be real with you guys, okay? Obviously, man, you got the screenshots right there, right?
Yep.
Obviously, you got the screenshots right there. Obviously, you got the video, right? What I did was wrong.
Right.
No shit. We know that, okay? What I'm going to do, right, is go get fucking help because obviously I need it.
So if we went to cops right now, would you still get help? Now you're closer with the phone, man.
So what now?
If we went to the cops, would you still go get help? Or is that like your little deal to us? If you don't call the cops, I'll get help. Because what's on the outside shouldn't matter. It's what's on the inside that counts, obviously in your case too. So like, why would you get help regardless if we got the cops or not?
Yes.
Okay. And right here you say, I lose my YouTube channel, but I go to jail. My reputation is ruined. My life would be completely in shambles. And you still came because you were that hungry for a cupcake and a 13-year-old. Should we just call you the horny hippo or what?
You guys can call me whatever.
Yeah, you deserve it, right? Okay, all right, cool. And you blocked her how many times? Lots of times.
Probably like 6-7 times.
You blocked, but like you came back every single time, right? Why did you block and unblock? And we've seen this before, and we know why you do it. We just want to know if you're gonna tell us the truth.
Well, to engage with it.
Is it because you want to clear the chats?
No.
No.
So
what's the point of blocking and then unblocking?
the point of blocking and then unblocking is to talk to somebody, you know what I mean, and have a potentially lead something.
Okay, so
What do you mean? Wait.
if nobody found out about this, you did say you were in love with Sophie. You did say I love you, correct? Yes or no?
Right, I did.
So you're in love with her, yes or no? A little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, you said it.
So say to me, I was in love with a 13-year-old, if true.
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Well, he already said it in the
But
chat.
you were
so it
though,
doesn't
right?
matter.
Yes or no? Okay, so you just said it. Okay, so I think you're adorable, sweet, and you said you'd love to teach her about SEULcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why did you want to teach a 13-year-old about, you know what?
I think it's spelled SEX, not SECK.
Yeah, I understand that.
You're right. I'm not laughing at the situation.
No, I understand.
Why? I don't know, man. I need to know, dude. I do.
And let's see.
Do you think he'll? Do you think you should? How long do you think you should go to prison for? Because you're looking at like 2 counts of.
I don't think I should go to prison at all.
You don't think you deserve to
You
go
said
to
it
prison?
earlier.
Let me tell you guys something.
This
is being okay.
Right.
You know what would happen to you if you go to prison, right? And then they ask you, "What are you in here for?" What do you think would happen to you inside that yard?
It would not be fun.
Yeah, they would eat that boy pussy 445 times.
That's not. Yeah.
Right. So, I really want to taste your vagina. Yeah. So, why did you want to taste her? Well, I mean, you know, you are what you eat, I guess. You know,
The girl or a 14-year-old girl, please, right? Like, imagine if we were the brothers, right? Or he was the dad, or I was the dad, or
Yeah, me a boy pussy.
because you don't want people overhearing. Well, he called her like princess and stuff in the chats. Graphic things.
What? On there?
It's full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'd have more charges on your rap sheet. Than
You
have.
lured a minor, 2 counts of graphic photos. You asked for graphic photos from this girl, and you came here to engage in sexual activity with a 13-year-old.
Right.
You're looking at a whole lot of charges. All of them are felonies, by the way. They're not misdemeanors. They're not infractions. They're felonies. So
Then you said right here. So you were also a little bit submissive to her, yes or no?
So
You were a little bit submissive to her, yes or no?
I was.
Do you like being? Do you have a fantasy? So you did admit you fantasize about 13-year-olds, yes or no?
Right.
Okay. Do you also fantasize about being submissive to 13-year-olds a little bit, yes or no?
Right.
Okay. So what about a 13-year-old, in essence, dominating?
Right.
Dominating you turns you on.
Right.
What about you being dominated by a 7th grader turns you on?
I don't know, man.
That's weird.
I know.
Like, even if she was 18, being dominated by a female, that's weird in itself. Now take that down to middle school. That's criminally weird.
Right.
Is it weird? I mean, I don't got no love for Sims, but I don't think they're weird. You know, people like they have women step on their testicles and shit. I mean, you just like what you like, but I don't kink shame people.
I'm not for a 13-year-old. Well, first of all, I'm not for a man messing with a 13-year-old child, but I also
It's their line of questioning.
yeah,
It's just their line of questioning.
So
I don't think it'll get more
You consider-
to this. I do feel like they
Most
care
of them.
more
So-
about humiliating him.
we haven't.
yeah, that's what it is.
This like sadist type of stuff.
I'll even do it while you guys are here, okay?
And you threatened.
I have a phone and pay in my pocket, right? Okay.
And you threatened, by the way. You threatened the 13-year-old.
I did. I have a phone and pay in my pocket, right? I'm gonna see, and I'll even do it while you guys are here, okay?
Do I call the cops then? Yeah.
No, not.
Okay, sheriffs.
I want to call a place to go get help.
You're not gonna get help. You had plenty of chances to get help. Every single time you got exposed for it.
You guys are gonna witness that, though.
Look. You've been exposed for this 6 different times. Here you are not learning your lesson. This is not okay. This is not okay. Honestly, we're doing you a big favor.
No, you guys, wait.
Hi, is this Bakersfield, Kern County?
Are you guys really?
Are you really doing this?
There's somebody here to meet.
You're here to meet a 13-year-old.
Who is solicited photos. There's somebody here.
Are you really doing this?
Yes. Okay, it's apartments.
Are you serious?
I don't know. Apartments.
What do you mean? Come on, man. We're trying to get you help, because you're not gonna get help.
Hold on.
Hey, I suggest you stay here because everybody knows who you are, right?
Right.
You better just get yourself some help right here, right now. Just stand here. Just stand here and let the cops take care of it.
Dude,
You're the one who put yourself in this
you
position.
guys, we want to jail for a long time. Okay?
You ready?
Honest,
He's right in the front. He admitted to wanting to have with her to eat all this crap.
send graphic
Photos.
Asking
Just
for
send somebody. He's gonna run off. Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
running off.
I hear
I'm
you.
standing right here.
Right, stand here then.
Okay. Get me connected to.
You know where you are? You know how many people told us about you? Hundreds of people said, please look into EDP. Please. This guy's a creep. He's messaging minors. He's hitting up minors. He's doing all this disgusting stuff. And you have the audacity to say, please don't do this. Are you serious? We should be asking you, please don't do this to minors. You should be not doing this to minors.
Please. Apartments. There's somebody here to meet a 13-year-old girl who wanted to do things with her. He admitted everything on camera. We have it all. So.
Hey, by the way, if you delete everything, we have everything recorded.
Yes, it's called Apartments. Yeah, it's right across from the wall. Jack in the Box on the right end.
He's calling a friend. He's calling a friend right now.
Yeah, he's at the apartments.
He's calling a friend right now. Philip,
Just please come. God, it's in Bakersfield.
right by the jacket.
Okay, please come quick. He's calling. It looks like he's calling some backup. Okay, all right.
You see, this is what I'm saying. You have no sympathy. You have no sympathy.
Oh, he's driving off.
You drove off. I went to his car. So you're just picking this up.
No, we don't. Just send somebody. Oh, he's driving off. No weapons. No nothing. Just. Well, he's driving off now. He drives a. We had everything on him. You want to turn over? You want to turn this over?
Just one down there. He might have.
Oh, we can't have a husband. Don't really do it. Somebody. What?
Okay. I don't think we're gonna get anything more out of that.
You just say none of this shit felt real. Like Young Prince kind of said. Young Prince said that the shit didn't feel real. I'm not gonna say it doesn't feel real. I'm gonna say that let's assume that everything you're telling me is objectively true about what you're saying, that this is real. Let's assume that everything you're saying is true. Is what you're saying is real? Then they should have went to the cops first. We should have never seen this video. They should have went to the cops first. They should have went to the cops first.
Okay, so they called the cops on him that he left.
Supposedly. Well, like I can't take none of that seriously because I'm like, y'all had all the evidence to just go to the cops. Like let's assume that this stupid ass shit makes it a court. And I miss defense attorney. This nigga will never see a suit. Nigga, so you can't even. Oh, he was talking to a 13-year-old girl. Okay, where's the girl? Well, it was technically us, but we were posed as a 13-year-old girl, so he didn't talk to a girl.
He didn't talk to anybody.
He didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah, it's fictitious at that point. What happens to EDP's career after this?
I've seen careers go down in flames due to accusations. I've seen it happen. I don't know if this will happen, but I've seen it happen. But I also know this: infamy is better than fame. Who would have thought that Kanye West would have made three more albums after supporting Donald Trump?
Shit, Ye slapped.
I'm saying that good content can make anything work. If EDP got some good content, she'll roll over. She'll roll over. She'll roll over. All you gotta do is make good content and shut the fuck up. And in 6 months, this should be gone.
You can just disappear for a little minute.
Just disappear. Sit down for a moment.
Just live off the money you've been making all these past years.
Lose some weight. People gonna know the weight gain. People gonna know the weight loss.
You can make a whole comeback tour.
For real.
Motivational shit. Lose weight.
Talk about what
she got against pedophilia.
Everything. This nigga could come back. I'm telling you. And when he come back, EDP, if he comes back in 2022, and he's the hardest nigga alive, you forget this video ever happened. And I'm just talking about in terms of the public, but in terms of court and policing all shit, nigga, he will never.
Nothing's gonna happen to him. Nothing could happen to him.
Nothing can.
Not if he had a decent lawyer.
No, nothing can happen to him. You didn't prove anything. You didn't prove anything. I didn't even talk to a person. I didn't talk to anybody. You just said we were the 13-year-old girl that you were talking to. So I didn't talk to anybody.
Nothing happened then.
I didn't talk to anybody. Well, you came here to meet a 13-year-old girl. Okay, where's the 13-year-old girl?
No, I did. Yeah. What do you think, Felicia? I think Felicia thinks this is awesome bullshit. She looking at me.
I can't. Nigga, nothing happened. At best, you know what you shown? Man, this EDB person is a creep.
Yeah.
That's all you really did.
At best.
At best.
At best.
You didn't do anything. What do?
Look, we've been going for almost 2 hours. I guess we're gonna end the SOULcast here next week. I do want to do that one thing we were talking about.
The Power Rangers one?
Yeah.
I do want to do the Power Rangers one.
Or actually, I might just make that just a separate video in general.
Yeah.
And then might do some editing on stuff to that.
Yeah.
And get some clips. I don't want fucking have with it strike me down for
yeah,
footage and stuff. But I know how to get around stuff like that.
Cool.
So it has to be next week. When the next time you're available?
Next time I'm available is next
Not
Wednesday.
that like after this is over, we're gonna stop hanging out.
Yeah.
Just actually in general.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Next time you have like a full day. Next Wednesday.
Next week I have Wednesday and Thursday off.
Okay, that works. That works perfectly. Look, man, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Nigga, this was the biggest piece of bullshit ever. He sent pics. So
right,
I sent pics to no one.
He sent pics, bro. He sent pics. What does that mean?
To no one.
He said that.
I sent pics to no one. The motherfucker doesn't exist.
Oh man. All right.
Like if your kink is children, then you finna be shamed. Then you should be shamed. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. You should be shamed. Yeah. No, Rolo, you're right. You should. Shame, but insulted, humiliated, other things that doesn't help. That doesn't do anything to help.
That doesn't do anything to help the community, particularly if that's gonna be their premise.
Yeah. Now if you were just like, yo, let's roast EDP for getting caught in 4K trying to meet a picture.
Yeah, let's roast this. If that wasn't, listen, if they came with that type of energy,
yeah,
I would respect it more.
100% more.
If he was like, let's roast this nigga because we found out that he likes kids,
that would have been the premise of the video.
And I will roll with hell. I would have been roasting him too. But that's not the premise of the video. The premise is we're these superheroes who's gonna come and save the day by by not saving the day.
Well, at the end of the day, your action, what kind of irritates me? Your actions, while noble,
supposedly
amounts to
actually jack shit.
nothing. Bullshit.
Actually,
Poppycock. Doesn't amount to anything. But look, bro. Final thoughts.
Actual nonsense.
You got any final thoughts?
No, like there's nothing. It's not even that I don't have a final thought. No, I'll tell you what my final thought is. If they're real, they will go. They should have went to the cops in the first place. If they were real, we should not. This should not have been a video because not only the people who were interviewing him, but also the people who told them to interview him would have found these screenshots
themselves
and would have sent it to the police.
Yeah.
So at least you have a chain of behavior that says this is what
legally. How does the whole entrapment and coercion hold up?
It doesn't hold up at all. All I have to do is say the words. I never met with a 13-year-old girl. The 13-year-old girl did not exist. Well,
that's true because you can't punish thoughts in this country. You can only punish actions.
You can only punish actions. I never did the thing. That's all that has to be said. And that's another thing. And I'm just speaking, and that's what I'm saying. If you really want to trap him, but more importantly, let's talk about the interviewers. Y'all didn't call the cops and have them waiting outside,
waiting with you. But then again, like you said, there would be nothing to arrest them all.
True. But I'm saying, make it real. The fact that I'm saying
you don't got a niece or somebody you could have asked to play the part or something.
I don't even know that. I'm just saying if what you're telling me is true, then y'all should have went to the cops from Jump Street. This is not a video that you should have been made. He should have just quietly left the internet.
I will say my final thoughts is I'm slightly curious as to what EDP is doing right now.
If I'm smart, I'm telling him to lay low.
Law student, yo, EDP, stay hitting, bro.
Lay low, go to workouts, train.
Come back in 2 years. Come back tour, motivational videos, weight loss,
all types of shit.
Speak out against pedophilia, do all that good shit. You'll be back. You know, you can salvage it. It's your boy.
Because nothing happened. Legit, nothing. All you have to do is say nothing happened, and that's your defense. It's the greatest defense I've ever seen in my life. They literally, in their efforts to try to destroy somebody's life, they gave him the ultimate out. I didn't do that.
Nothing ever happened. Yeah,
nothing happened. In your efforts to destroy him, you gave this nigga the greatest green light to get out. Y'all niggas is trash.
It's your boy, Sophus, and David Biddington. Hell Hydra, man. Thank you for coming through.
Them niggas is trash, bro. Fucking garbage. Trash.